not standing, you're not leaning, leaning forward to the side, you're standing straight up. And then you might be looking ahead of you, or you may be looking to the place of your sujood, which is better for khushu'. And you stay on this position, say adhan and iqamah, or at least only iqamah, say Allahu Akbar, and begin your salah, raising your hands up to the shoulders. Explain this. And as you're saying Allah, you make the intention in your heart to do the salah that you are doing, whether it's Isha, Fajr. Set the intention as you are saying Allahu Akbar, the first takbir. Your palm should be facing the Qibla as we explained. And then your hands will go down under the chest, between the chest and the belly button, the right on the left, as we explained last time. And then you make dua al-istiftah, a short, quick dua. There are many duas to say in there. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Beginning Surah Al-Fatiha, finishing Surah Al-Fatiha, everybody will say Ameen and extend it. After Surah Al-Fatiha, you recite a short surah, or at least 3 short ayat, or 3 ayat afterwards. That is what you have to do in the qiyam. Then you move to the ruku', saying Allahu Akbar and raising your hands again. And then you make a 90-degree ruku' in such a way that your head is parallel or in the same level, flat with your back. Your hands are on the knees. Your legs are straight. You're looking straight down, saying Subhana Rabbiyal Azim once at least, or you can go up to 3 times or more. Then saying Sami Allahu liman hamida, and going all the way to the position you were at before you come down, raising your hands in the same way, and then you stand up and you might say the dua of the qiyam afterwards, Rabbana lakal hamd, many du'as. And then Allahu Akbar without raising the hand, moving to your sujood, putting the 2 hands, 2 knees, the toes in both hands and both legs, and the forehead, all of them on the ground, and saying Subhana Rabbiyal A'la. Make sure the elbows are not touching the ground or the floor as you are saying that. Allahu Akbar, session between the 2 sajda, short one, there is dua to say also there. Allahu Akbar, second sajda or prostration with the same thing. And then you finish the rak'ah. As you are moving to the next rak'ah, there is a short session, sajda to this, jalsa to istiraha. You may do it in between each 2 rak'ah where there is no tashahhud, there is no session for tashahhud. You stand up, repeat the same thing. What's left is a tashahhud. You do that after each 2 rak'ah, middle tashahhud, sitting down and saying the tashahhud, saying as-salah ala nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, standing up, raising your hands again, and continuing, and then the final session, tashahhud, as-salah ala nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, dua, assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullah, assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullah, this is everything about salah, or almost everything about salah as we explained. The Imam Abu Hamid discussed after that al-manhiyat, what you should not do in salah. Number 1, al-iq'a'. Al-iq'a' is a kind of session that has different understanding. One of the understanding is sitting in such a way that what's touching the floor from you is only the both knees and the toes. So you're sitting on the back, on the calves basically, and the toes of the floor, the knees of the floor. This is one understanding of al-iq'a'. Some of us do it. We may avoid that. And the session that we have in salah as we are sitting down is either one of 2. One of them is between the 2 sajda, as we are sitting between the 2 sajda. The second session is the tashahhud al-awwal. The third session is likewise for the last tashahhud. Both forms are like this. And let me show you. The session between the two sajda and التشهد الأول, you are sitting on your left foot. Your left foot is in the floor, you're sitting on it. The right foot is standing up in this position. And the act that you shouldn't do is this, according to the understanding. So this session shouldn't be there. The session for the last tashahhud, if you can see me, everybody, is just like this, with pushing the left foot under the right leg, like this. If you can, if this is not too hard for your back. These are the sessions in Salah. So we should not be doing if'al as I explained. That's one of the things to not do in Salah. What else that we should not do in Salah? As-sadl. As-sadl is having some kind of cloth, like this cloth, for example, but I get inside of it, or I get a cloak on me in such a way that it's covering me. I am making ruku' and sujood inside. Think of the aba'ah or the cloak like the imam in haram, or having a cloth that doesn't fit you and just wrapping yourself in a cloth and you are inside making ruku' and sujood inside that cloth. That is something that we should not do. Al-kaft. What is al-kaft? Al-kaft refers to two things. رفع الثياب في الصلاة is when you get to do sujood, ruku' or sujood, you are not supposed to not allow the cloth to go into sujood with you. Let it go. Let the cloth go. Do not fold the cloth so it wouldn't make sujood with you. Imam al-Ghazali said it's one of the signs of takabbur or so. It also applies to the hair. For the people who might choose the sunnah of growing the hair, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam had hair up to his shoulder and he used to tie the hair. So in salah, you're supposed to take it up. Different views of the scholars, but let it make sujood. Do not tie it in such a way that it wouldn't be falling or going down with you. Other scholars also have explanations of not folding. You're not supposed to fold your sleeves or your pants in salah. This is something, some people think it's sunnah, yes, I shouldn't be going below the ankles. Intention is good, but we have a couple of hadith talking about kaft. You're not supposed to be folding anything or in such a way that it wouldn't be making sujood with you. أَلَمْ نَجْعَلِ الْأَرْضَ كِفَاتًا. كِفَاتًا يعني تجمع الأحياء والأموات. Earth is being made kifata, it gathers people alive and dead. Alive, all of us are alive on earth. When we die, we all go to earth. So al-kaft is to gather your clothes or gather your hair, for example, or fold your sleeves, as I explained. الاختصار في الصلاة. الاختصار is to put your hands like this on al-qasirah. This is called qasirah, your waist. Putting your hand on the waist, either like this or a like this. So we're not supposed to put the hands on the waist in salah. أو المواصلة. مواصلة or connection قال هي خمسة. There are 5 positions of connecting two actions together. We're not supposed to do that in salah. منهيون عن ذلك. اثنان على الإمام. 2 of them are on the imam that you shouldn't do. ألا يصل قراءته بتكبيرة الإحرام. You shouldn't say الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم in such a way that he connects the takbir to the recitation. You should pause a little bit in there. ولا ركوعه بقراءته. He is not supposed to finish the qira'ah. I finish the qira'ah, Allahu Akbar, right away, without pausing. Short pause in there. That should also be done by the imam. واثنان على المأموم. 2 are on the person who is following the imam. ألا يصل تكبيرة الإحرام بتكبيرة الإمام. This is very important. Agreement of all the scholars. You should wait until the imam finishes the first takbir saying Allahu Akbar. Done. You start saying Allahu Akbar. You don't go with the imam, especially for takbir al-ihram. You have the only exception is Imam Malik. He approves, he said if the imam goes before you a little bit, that's okay. But the rest of the imams said you have to wait until the imam finishes the full takbir. Allahu Akbar. Hear the Akbar before you can make your takbir. وَلَا تَسْلِيمَهُ بِتَسْلِيمِهِ. And also you should not be connecting your taslim to the taslim of the imam. When the imam says Assalamu alaikum, please do not go with the imam. I don't want to swear. I see people when I say the second salam, and I said that many times, they are finished. سبق الإمام. They say Assalamu alaikum before the imam. That shouldn't be done. وَوَاحِدَةٌ بَيْنَهُمَا. So this is two the imam, two the ma'mum, the person praying behind the imam, and one for both of them is ألا يصل تسليمة الفرد للتسليمة الثانية. You don't connect the two taslim. Assalamu alaikum right away. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Pause. The Imam Abu Hamid said the pause should be enough to say Subhanallah. Just short pause. Subhanallah. Like half a second. Or better to have it more. But don't say Assalamu alaikum. Not right away. Shouldn't be connected by the Imam or the Imam. One other thing, a few more things, do not do manhiyat, forbidden, or things you should do. Al-hakim, wal-hakim, wal-hadim. Hakim and hakim for the urine. You should not pray while you have to go urinate. Mahsur, ish al-mahsur in English. If you are, tight? Is it the word? If you want to use the bathroom to urinate or to do number 2, don't pray while having to use the bathroom like this. والحاد قالوا الذي صاحب الخف الضيق. If you have tight clothes, tight shoes, or tight khuf, or tight the thing that we wear in our, or anything tight, or actually many other things. الجائع, if you are hungry. إذا حضرت العشاء والعشاء فقدموا العشاء. There is عشاء, pray عشاء. In Arabic there is a. If you say not isha, asha, what is asha? Dinner. If the asha, the isha, which is the prayer, and dinner is there, start with the dinner. With the exception is if the salah, the time that's there left for the salah is enough to either eat or pray, don't pray. Or the asha or the dinner is there, but your heart will be okay. It's not like you're super hungry. You can comfortably pray. But generally speaking, if you are hungry, or حتى إن سمحت غضبان, if you are angry, and many other, any position that wouldn't make you focus in your salah. ونهى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم عن أن يشبك أصابعه وعن فرقعة الأصابع وعن ستر الوجه. You're not supposed to crack your finger in salah. You're not supposed to mingle. Is that intermingle? Whatever. Interlock your fingers in salah. Don't do this in salah. You're not supposed to cover your face for no reason. Not talking about pandemic. That was an exception. In salah, your face should be uncovered. Or if you are in the North Pole or South Pole and you have to make sujood on the ice and you're gonna get an iceberg. But generally speaking, your face should be, even the sisters with niqab, they should take it off and pray with bare face on the touching the floor as a sign of humbling yourself with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should not put our hands between the thighs. Sahaba, they used to do that in salah, and they were forbidden of or from doing that in salah. You're not supposed to blow in salah. Blow the dust or blow something. You're not supposed to play with things around you in salah. You're not supposed to lean on a wall or something if you don't have to. I'm not talking about exceptions or darura or necessity. If you lean, لو استند الإنسان على شيء, if you lean on something in such a way that if you remove it, you will fall, this is not going to be called qiyam. You're not qa'im. You have to be standing. So if you are leaning, let's say on a wall, that if the wall is to be removed, you will fall, that's not called qiyam. It will affect the salah. I was hoping to get to the next part, which is really important. We mentioned the salah, but what amongst all of these actions, sayings, and all of the parts of salah, what is necessary, what is fard, what is sunnah, what is hay'ah, what is ab'ad or parts, and each one of these will have its own definition. And if I miss fard, for example, what should I do? Versus missing one of the sunnahs, versus missing one of the adhkar, or one of the things to say in salah. I was hoping to cover this tonight, but inshallah we do this next time. Tamyizul fara'idi was sunnah, differentiating between the different parts of salah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us amongst the musallin, the qaimin, those who salat as we should do. Barakallahu feekum wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa alihi wa sahbihi.